Show. Hey, my name is Sage. Welcome to the Show Banff Show. Here on the Show Banff Show, we celebrate mental health, on what people are up to, startup businesses, and guess what? Today, we are here with Ocean to Mountain, and they are bringing fresh seafood to the Bow Valley. Woohoo! Welcome to the show.
Well, thanks for having us. I appreciate it.
Sorry, I didn't give you any warning. I was hitting record there, so sorry about that.
No problem.
You are ready.
Always camera ready.
Yes! Tell us about your business. How'd you get into this?
Well, I'm from the East Coast and living out in, I lived in Canmore, Banff for about 11 years, and then I moved to Vancouver for 9 or 10 to pursue my childhood dreams of acting and whatnot. And then I met a good friend of mine, and out there actually is from PEI, and he got into the seafood business because his family and his best friend's family all fish, lobster, crab, you name it, oysters, mussels, scallops.
Yummy!
And growing up on the East Coast as well, that was my life in the summer, was seafood and live lobsters and whatnot. So he's our supplier basically. So we thought, well, I moved back to the Bow Valley, and I thought, well, what's missing here is fresh seafood.
It's so true. You found a need, and you're feeling it.
Exactly. So it was kind of a no-brainer for me, and I contacted a good friend of mine, Trevor, who's actually a chef, and I've known him for a long time, and we talked about it, and then we talked to my friend Justin, and the rest is history.
And then this became
we're our third week in business, and things are going great, and so we're kind of located at a Canmore, but we're a direct-to-consumer business. So you go on our Shopify account and see what we have and our prices and our products. We're always adding new products. For instance, June 15th we'll have crab and lobster tails and
yummy
clams and frozen lobster meat, and always adding new things.
That's incredible.
So we're at Canmore, but we can do deliveries in Banff, and you can pre-order stuff, and we'll bring it to you. And we're at the Banff Market.
Yes!
At the Banff Market.
Check it out. Woohoo!
And you can also find us at Stonewaters in Canmore on Main Street on Saturday and Sundays.
That's amazing.
So we fly in fresh seafood, live fresh seafood twice a week on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And we do orders on Sundays and Tuesdays.
Perfect. So you're at the market, you're online, and how do you get all the seafood? Actually, you were telling me it was all by plane.
Well, we do both coasts. So the seafood from Vancouver, the live stuff is flown in. But we have some flash frozen products like full and half flown tuna. We have Digby scallops, which is actually from the East Coast, which is flown in. We have shrimp off the coast of Newfoundland, which is flash frozen. That means it's processed on the boat, caught and processed on the boat and flash frozen. So it's fresh, and it keeps its freshness. We have halibut and wild salmon. Well, everything's wild, just so you know. It's wild, sustainable, traceable. You can go on the Oceanwise website and you'll find all our products.
And it looks amazing. I just met one of your friends. I thought they were live, and then hello, it peaks up.
That's the cool thing is people are walking at the market. They don't expect to see seafood. They don't expect to see live lobster moving.
It's so true.
They see it, they're shocked, and then they come up, and then it's actually moving. And they're like, "Oh my god, I can't believe it's
this is incredible! This is real live seafood, fresh off the coast."
Every day in the Rocky Mountains, that's for sure.
100% true. And we're so gifted. You brought this to the area. This is amazing.
Well, we're happy that we can make it happen, and for the cost and stuff, it's not too bad. I mean, yeah, we're stoked about it, to say the least.
That is incredible. And you said all your seafood is seasonal, based on what's coming,
well, lobsters,
crabs.
For instance, there's different seasons in the Maritime, so each province each region has a different season, so we'll always be in stock. Prices can fluctuate up and down depending what time of year, what's going on in the economy or whatever.
Wow.
And salmon has different seasons, crab, all that kind of stuff has different seasons. Next summer we'll have spot prawns, BC spot prawns.
Ooh.
There's a lot of red tape involved, so we couldn't make it happen this year, but there's obviously a spot prawn season. So this time next year, look for that, and we'll definitely have some available.
That's exciting and yum. If people were to try anything, if they're like new to seafood, what would you recommend?
Well, the PEI mussels are delicious, and they're so easy to cook. So many different recipes you can do. We get them right out of the ocean, so it's basically boat to table. So we get them out of the ocean, we get them the next day, and they're fresh and they're delicious and they're huge. The meat fills up the whole shell, kind of thing. So I really highly recommend that. So far, everyone's really loving the salmon and the halibut, and the different size fillets. But 7 ounces, the skin on the salmon, and people can't get enough of it. So we sold out already.
That's whoa!
Next week. So today's what, the 8th, 9th. So around the 15th or so, we'll have another shipment of that. But yeah,
that's incredible.
And then
how
the
do you?
oysters are super fresh, and we have about 18 different varieties of oysters. So right now we're carrying just the one, but you can order anything basically.
That's incredible. And I have to ask, how do you store all these all the seafood, because it's fresh and like?
Well, we have a reefer truck, so we have a refrigeration truck, and it's kept at a certain temperature. We have for flash frozen products, we have deep freezes and all that stuff. And we're looking into a brick and mortar coming maybe in this winter or next year, so look out for that. And
that's exciting.
Yeah, everything's kept at proper temperatures and on ice. And
how do you keep like the live things alive,
Well, obviously the lobster and whatnot have a lifespan, so we just try to sell out. And but we also cook. We will start cooking lobster, and we actually will freeze it as well. So we freeze it and put it in a vacuum seal bag. So if you want to save the lobster for another day or something, you can definitely buy some cooked lobster.
Yummy!
Or you can bring it home, cook it yourself, and freeze it.
That is a brilliant idea. And I love how you found a way to make it last longer, and that way you can still sell it, or you can eat it and enjoy it. Definitely. Like, that's brilliant.
Like, we're still working out the kinks and stuff with pre-orders from restaurants and whatnot, and we have a lot of pre-orders from people just sending us DMs.
It's like, hey, we want our seafood.
Yeah, so like by the time we actually get it, bring it to the market, like say half of the product is already spoken for. So we really like to direct people to our Shopify account because they can pre-order, then we know what we're working with, and then always stay up to date with social media, and we're adding new products and that kind of thing, and definitely keeping people up to date on what's happening and where to find us, and yeah, it's fun. It really is fun, and it's kind of scratching that itch.
Yeah. Right. And you got such a great crew. Like, just meeting you guys, like your teamwork looks amazing. Like, seriously, I love your connections. And like you said, you used to be a host of a show just like I did. You must have learned some cool tips from them.
Yeah, I suppose I have a lot of mentors in business out in Vancouver, and learn a lot that way.
Wow.
My first time being number 1, 2 role, I guess.
Yes!
So it's definitely a great learning experience, but everything's...
What advice would you give to new entrepreneurs that are just starting out and like... as a new entrepreneur yourself?
Yeah, a new entrepreneur is get a good team and people that you trust, and that let them do their job, I guess, and trust that they're doing their job, and listen and communicate. Definitely listen and communicate.
That's huge.
Communication is definitely key. I know I got more advice than that, but that's at the top of my head, that's how I'm going to say that.
Hey, if you think of anything else, text me and I'll like post it.
100%. Maybe in post edit we'll have a cool trick at that.
Hey, we caught that on camera. Yes! Background entertainment. Woohoo!
Something that I visually stimulated, to say that.
I kind of put you on the spot there, so no worries.
No, not at all. Like I said, you know, edit that up. Just joking.
Exactly.
Doing what you did in Vancouver was a great learning experience, and not having a journalistic background, it was definitely, everything was on the fly, and it was fun. Met so many different types of people. Some people we knew already from I interviewed out of my network, and this network of friends or acquaintances or professional whatever. But
That's amazing.
yeah, it was a great learning experience. I interviewed like yourself, artists and entrepreneurs and musicians and actors and filmmakers and
Whoa.
it was really cool.
And the connections you must have made, like, seriously, just through this, meeting you, like, huge connections right there.
It was great. I mean, being an actor myself, I get to meet other filmmakers and actors and get tips from them. So I approached the show as like, I don't know anything.
Yeah.
I want to pick your brain, basically, right? So,
It's just like, hey there, like, can I, like...
but I want to inspire other people to do what they're doing, kind of thing, and to learn and have. I want to build a network in Vancouver of artists that support each other, kind of thing, right? So it's so many cool people that people don't realize that are doing such cool things, even here, obviously, right? And then, and the general public don't know about it. And
that's the best part when people hear, and just the people you're meeting and the community you're building. I know exactly what you mean. Like, it's the coolest thing ever.
Yeah, now with like technology and social media stuff, it's so much easier to do things. The stuff that was taking so much time and money before, now you can do it basically for free right now. Like, look at us.
Exactly. Like, I'm just holding a phone here.
Yeah, exactly. So, and you can make it look as good as you want, and you can get really technical and have lights and sound and whatnot.
Oh, exactly.
But anyway, you can get the message out there a lot easier into the masses, basically, right? So, yeah.
That is incredible. And what kind of, like, acting did you enjoy most? Like, on the spot or, like, scripted or, like...
Well, I did theater back in high school, but most of the auditions I went for film and TV and commercials and whatnot.
Wow.
So I definitely, I guess, would prefer that. It's all acting, really.
That is so awesome.
I mean, live stuff is a little bit different because there's no takes, right? You got one take.
Yeah, one take, that's it, and go.
Exactly. So, yeah.
I love that. And because we're running out of time here, my last question is, what do you do for your mental health? You were telling me you have some experience in there.
Mental health, yeah. I'm not gonna say I suffer, but I definitely have PTSD.
I love how you're open to it.
Oh, you gotta talk about it, right? I mean, you gotta kill that stigma.
Yes.
But I say "but" a lot. I just noticed. But anyway, you gotta recognize your triggers, and you gotta pre-plan a lot. I mean, and my therapist one time told me, it made my life a lot easier, was just because you can be, someone with PTSD or mental health can be indecisive, and you're always like, in your head you're trying to think of like different scenarios, and he told me just pick something and go with it, right?
And go with it, yeah.
You're never going to know the outcome of plan A or B or C kind of thing, right? So you just...
It's so true. You ended up here and like...
Yeah, exactly. Just go with it and make your decision, and it made life a lot easier and happier, really.
Wow.
But yeah, communication is another key, always. And just recognizing your triggers and just working around that, I guess.
That is incredible. And I have two more questions. One is basically, is there anything else you want to tell your audience before we have to go here?
Anything else that I want to tell my audience? Look for us on Shopify.
Yeah, check him out. He is so cool. Like, seriously.
Instagram, Ocean to Mountain Seafoods, Facebook. I'm sure we are on TikTok.
TikTok, yes! Oh my gosh, I'm checking this out.
What else? I don't know, but stop by the market and say hi.
They're great guys. They're willing to teach you anything. Like, even when I came by, amazing. Like, they just call you over and...
Yeah, we got the freshest direct-to-consumer, straight from the fisherman product. And I mean, a lot of people deal with frozen seafood. I mean, it's not a brand new concept.
Yeah.
But what sets us apart is that
it's fresh.
Live, fresh seafood
here in the
ocean.
Bow Valley. Like, we're not really near the ocean, and we have it. Like, this is incredible. And thank you for everything you're doing today and coming
really
on the
appreciate
show.
that. Thank you for having us. It's an honor.
It's our pleasure, seriously. Show Banff Show.
Show Banff Show.
Show Banff Show.
Show Banff Show.
Expanding our community.